The Charlotte Hornets are the most cursed team in the NBA, and honestly, it's not even close. While you can point the finger at Michael Jordan or their first owner George Shinn for poorly running the team, the Hornets just seem to be on the wrong side of history almost every single time, no matter what they do. For starters, they're one of two teams in the NBA to never make it to the conference finals. But then again, you can make the case that the other team technically doesn't count, since the Pelicans have only been in the league for 10 years. Or if you really think about it, they were the Hornets before they moved back to Charlotte. So you could say the Hornets are the only team to never make it to the conference finals. But their struggles don't end there. While the 2011-2012 season was in 82 games, the Hornets do also hold the record for the worst win percentage in NBA history, going 7-59. Then there's their curse during the NBA draft, which is much, much worse. Trust me. Let's look at the 1992 NBA draft, for instance. Sure, Lonzo Mourning did have a few solid seasons with the Hornets as a second overall pick, and eventually made it to the Hall of Fame. But if they were a bit luckier during the lottery, they would have had a chance to draft Shaq. In 2004, they could have had another chance to draft the next Shaq if they were just a pick earlier. Another unfortunate bounce of the ping pong balls in 2012 had them settle for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist when they were so close to getting Anthony Davis. And if this trend continues, we already know how the careers of Victor Wembanyama and Brandon Miller will look 5 to 10 years from now. But I guess you could say that those picks were out of their control. Something they did control though? How about picking Kobe Bryant at 13 in the 1996 draft, only to trade him to the Lakers immediately? In fact, that's not the only draft day trade the Hornets did that had them losing future stars. They traded Tobias Harris in 2011 for an aging Corey Maggette. In 2018, they traded Shai Gilgeous-Alexander for Miles Bridges, who isn't bad, but has had a couple of off-the-court issues. And the worst part is that Bridges isn't the only outlier either. Former lottery pick James Bouknight was once arrested for a DUI. Malik Monk was once suspended for violating the league's anti-drug policy. And then of course, rookie Brandon Miller did get linked to a murder before he even made it to the NBA. With the Hornets undergoing new management, they should pause on signing any marquee free agents. Instead, they should invest all their money to their scouts, because the last thing that the Hornets need is to be on the wrong end of another huge mistake on draft night.